So we got to talk about Marathon's newest PvE only game mode. And this game mode is called Vault Breaker. Now, the whole idea behind Vault Breaker was to allow newer players or returning players to get up into Marathon and just experience the game for what it is. Just see what Marathon is and let the game speak for itself with the gunplay, with the enemy levels, with the loot, with the thrill, the rush, and then the feeling of having to extract with all the goodies so that you can come out on top. That's what Vault Breaker is supposed to provide for people. Now, I ended up getting into Vault Breaker on solos, duos, and trios just to give you guys the full-blown experience so that you know what you're getting yourself into, either as a newer player or somebody that's coming back to Marathon and you still kind of feel like, I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I do love this game. I do enjoy it a lot, but I understand where some of y'all might be coming from, and maybe this video can help you out to get to a place where I was understanding it a little bit better. So first things first, man, when you load into the game and you're getting ready to go into that Vault Breaker, you guys are going to see the factions have a whole bunch of upgrades. Now, the devs did come out and say that that's intentional. Some things didn't go the way that they wanted it to go with that, but they said all the materials and all the upgrades and things that you're getting, that was intentional. They're not taking that away. They're actually trying to do a little bit more for the people, it sounds like, but you get a whole bunch of the things so that you can kind of get to where everybody else is so that you're not playing from behind. You know what I mean? Then once you get through that, you're going to see in the armory, there's a specific little section on the bottom left that says Vault Breaker. That event section is where you guys are going to get the sponsor kit. Now, the thing about it is that sponsor kit starts you off at gray, which leads me into my first point of Vault Breaker in solos, especially as someone who's never ever played cryo and you're still just trying to learn it, and maybe you were just all around new to Marathon. You're gonna struggle. Okay, I'm not the hugest cryo player my damn self, and I've gotten almost 300 hours in Marathon myself. Again, as a casual, y'all, I'm nothing crazy on this game. I'm a casual gamer on this. I just really enjoy the game. So even in that time, I understand the mechanics. I understand the things that's going on in the game, how you deal with the bots. That shit is challenging because cryo is bot central. They don't stop and they just bum rush you the entire time. So if you one of the super try hard Marathon gods, hey, salute to you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You keep doing your shit. You can run that by yourself easy. This is more so for the people out there like me who are on the same level or way lower because they just trying to get into the game. I'm just trying to break that barrier. So just letting you know, is it possible to play this game mode by yourself? Very much so. It is just extremely challenging, especially considering you're starting off with white shield. Now, you might be thinking, well, shit, bro, how the hell do I get out of the white shield? How do I get better loot? You got to go through the runs and you got to get into those vault rooms, and they're going to have these little red acorn looking things, right? Those things, you want to collect as many of those as possible because that's the Vault Breaker game mode's currency. You use those and they upgrade your armory, they upgrade your weapons, they upgrade a lot of different things for you so that you can have a smoother time in those runs and ultimately get to the final prize, which is the compiler. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Let's keep going through this. I did the whole experience with solos. This is really challenging for me and I'm just not good enough to do it by myself. So let me get in here with randoms. Let's do trios and see how it feels. I have to be honest with y'all. This was the one time of playing Marathon where I was like, I see the unappeal to the game. It's not fun. This is boring to me. I hate it. I'm not having a good time and my experience is shit. Now, I have stated, even in my stream, it could be a skill gap thing for me. Because I don't play enough cryo, every time that I got in there, the 3 different times with 3 different teammates, every last one of them wanted to speed blitz the damn run. And because I didn't know where I was going and cryo is such a big ass maze, I was getting lost every turn, bro. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Should I be picking up this loot? They're running past this loot. I feel like we shouldn't be running past this loot. Again, I'll explain that in a second too, because it does make sense why they was doing it. In the moment, I was like, I don't get it. They're just running and leaving me, and all they keep saying is, just run past us, bro. Yeah, don't, fuck the bots, just keep running, just run. But I couldn't because the bots kept fucking ganging up on me, and they was doing me like niggas in JJK. There was no running. I had to defend myself, and I couldn't because you just got shit loot while these niggas is zooming past these niggas because they're both playing assassin while I am not. By the end of the 3rd run, after I had been down 80 bajillion fucking times, I sat back, I looked in my chat and said, y'all, if this is what newer players are going to experience when they come into Marathon, especially for the PvE experience, they're not going to stay, because that is not a fun and pleasant experience at all. And then some of my chat said, but hold on, bro, you know you got your old reliable duo. Get in there with him and experience it the way that you guys want to experience, and then let us know how you feel. So at this point, I was like, all right, cool. I have to do duos anyway, so I can give everybody a full-on experience and let them know the good, bad, and the ugly when it comes to the PvE Vault Breaker mode. I want to learn it because I haven't been able to learn cryo at all. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's valuable, and I don't know what is valuable. When I tell y'all, I got in there with my boy and we just started playing, and I'm talking about like we fighting the bots, we exploring rooms, we are looting the things on the floor, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This is this. Oh, wow, look at this purple value weapon. Oh my God, look at this. We're getting this. I'm going through all of it, and I am experiencing everything now that cryo has to offer. The bots are still nonstop. They continue to ramp up and get up in there. Okay, cool. Now I'm experiencing the game. Okay, hey, we can't get in this room because we ain't got high enough security clearance. We got to get some of those cards. Now, granted, I will say I knew that little bit when I was playing trios because obviously it says access denied, but my teammates was going through it so damn fast that I wasn't able to find the locations of them and see all those different things. Then we started to learn what the value of batteries were. I heard my other two teammates talking about that in trios, but at this time, when I tell y'all they was flying through these shits, I was like, I don't know what the batteries do. I don't even know why the hell you need them motherfuckers. But when me and my boy got in there and started doing it that way, and we was getting all the batteries and the security clearances, finding the little monitors that help you find the batteries and shit easier, and then you find the computers in the map, and those things help you hack your way up to 3 bars of security clearance so that you can get into other rooms. I was like, oh, now I'm getting into the flow of it. Now I understand. And if at any point I am throwing you guys off, let me just give you a quick rundown for the newer players. Them little orange like cards that are the security clearance, you need those to be able to get into higher levels, into other rooms, and without those you can't keep progressing through the game. But they also have these little computer monitors. If you can find them in certain rooms, they are also going to give you 3 stacks of security clearance. So if you have to get 5, you'll have 3, and now you just got to find 2 more cards. And it makes it easier because of those monitors on the wall, which pops up on your game or on the map. It shows you where you can find batteries, which has the lightning bolt in it, or the little gold square, which is essentially the security clearance monitors. So it lets you know, okay, cool, this is what you need to do for this and this and that. I wasn't learning any of that when I was in trios, but the second I got in there with my boy, we kind of took things more at our pace. And when you know it, we were still getting the same amount of shit done that we was doing when I was speed blitzing it with the randoms. Now I was having more fun because I'm learning. Again, when I tell y'all, cryo is a gigantic fucking maze. It takes a long time to get used to it and learn it. Let me say, 7 hours later, we started to figure out how we could eventually speed things up to get to the compiler. Now, I was saying the compiler earlier, right? That's essentially the final boss on this map. And the compiler gives you all the good shit. And when I'm talking good, I mean gold guns, red gun, all types of different loot. Now, I've never fought him my damn self, and that is the goal, especially with this Vault Breaker mode. That's the end goal, which is why I can understand there are some people speed blitzing it. But here's the drawback to doing that. Again, because I had no idea and I was still learning, I'm thinking I need to get this loot so I can take it back with me so I can increase my vault size. I want to let you guys know, it does not matter if you find purple guns, gold guns, shit, you can find a gun handed to you from Jesus Christ himself. Once the run is over, you do not get to keep any of those weapons. The point of those weapons being in there is to help you potentially get through the map easier, especially if you're going in with like gray or green armor. They understand that people are going to struggle with gray/green guns, so the bots will drop you purple and blue guns to make it a little bit easier for you. That's all it is. Any and everything on the map that is not those red acorns are not taken back with you. The red acorns are taken back so you can increase your own value of your items, and you can then get them to the purple and golds. But any purple and or gold weapons and items like that that you're finding on those runs are lost after the run. Now, at first I was like, I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't think that's cool because it's like, damn, These are some good ass weapons. That's not the purpose of this event. This event is more so just to give you an idea, help you learn how to play cryo, a good entry level for newer people trying to come into the game. And again, I know the super try hard sweats would just abuse the shit out of it. Just run up in there and then everybody would have purple and fucking gold and red item and weapons and shit, and then it would just make the PvP aspect not as enjoyable. But I could also see Bungie doing it in a way where once we get out of Vault Breaker, because again, Vault Breaker is specifically made for cryo, but they already said once the PvE aspect comes into season 3 permanently, I could see them then maybe giving us the items that we find on our runs and we can use them in the PvP aspect, unless PvE is all just going to be about the experience, the story, and learning the game. You know what I mean? It's very possible. But ultimately, man, what I took from this is Vault Breaker is 10 times, I mean, shit, I'm willing to even go 20 times more enjoyable and a lot more fun if you're able to get in there with even just one friend. It makes it so much more enjoyable. Again, it's not that solos isn't enjoyable, it's just very challenging and difficult. So if you're somebody that likes to challenge themselves, I definitely say do Vault Breaker solo. You will get ultimate fucking challenge for yourself and you'll come out a better player, I can guarantee it. Trios with randoms is probably one of the worst experiences I've had personally. Again, it's nothing wrong with the players, it's just I'm getting in there with a lot of experienced people, and maybe it's because my level is too high, I don't fucking know. I'm getting in there with people who have normally played cryo in the PvP aspect of it, so they know the map like the back of their hand, and I just didn't. So it didn't make the experience fun for me and enjoyable, and it made me not want to play it anymore. But if you can get in there with 1 or 2 friends, I promise y'all, you will have one of the best experiences. You're gonna be a little upset at the damn bots, and you still gonna be trying to figure things out, but you get to do it at your pace without the worry of your teammates telling you you're doing this wrong, you're going too slow, you're not helping with this, you're not doing this. You just got your boys, or even if you got some girls getting on the game and y'all just laughing and vibing out the entire time. I'm telling you, it's a much better experience with friends. So that's all I got on the Vault Breaker, man, and my experience with it. I think it's a great game mode. I think it's a good way for you to learn cryo. I think it's a great way to just get into the experience of Marathon. And again, for the newer players out there, it's more so feeling like Bungie is saying, here's Marathon, here's this PvE only mode, and we're going to let the gameplay speak for itself. You experience it however the fuck you want to. But that is going to do it for me today, man, and I hope that you guys were able to learn something from this video. I hope it was an enjoyable experience and the video was enjoyable as well, and I look forward to catching you on the next one. Peace and air grease.